What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Football Capital, and we are back again. I've got the Aussie Gooner for a bit of a season wrap-up.
Review, this, that, and all of
This,
the
that.
above.
As you can see, we got the Arsenal trophy. The Premier League trophy has been won by Arsenal. Steve, how do you feel, mate?
Oh, bro, I'm feeling
After
all right.
19 years, he's won the league.
I feel real bad.
What, you won the trophy, mate?
No, because the way it's going now, Manchester City going to do the treble. We couldn't help you out, mate.
Couldn't help us out.
We tried, man. Now it's all up to you. But the problem is, you guys are gonna fuck that.
It's gonna come to Mkhitaryan, Damian, and Lukaku, ex-United players for Inter to stop him. Bro. Good luck.
Mickey's gonna do the Mickey.
Hey, he scored in Europe final before, bro.
You can fingers crossed on that.
So no trophies. You didn't win it.
Nah.
Didn't win it.
Nah.
So what? It's still gold.
Our one, well, yeah. Our best one was. Our only one. Our last one was. Yeah.
The last one was gold.
Yep.
That's what you have, bro. That's what you have.
What?
It's gold.
Yeah.
But since it's gold, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we lost 7-0 to Liverpool? You came with some gifts.
Yes, give me something.
You came with some
What
gifts.
What are you going to give me?
Today, I've got gifts for you now, yeah? I've got gifts for you.
Give me.
All right, Steve. Now. All right, here we go.
I don't drink, bro.
You don't have to drink, all
drink.
right? Now, It's not about the AU vodka. We're not sponsored, but Charlie Sloth, if you want to sponsor us, you can sponsor us. Do you know who else owns this company?
I've got an idea.
Do you know who else owns this company?
Guys, if you sponsor, I'll drink.
Okay. Do you know who else owns this company?
No, I don't drink.
Do you remember when Eden Hazard kicked the ball boy? You remember that Eden Hazard kicked the ball boy? That ball boy is part owner, I think.
Oh!
Yeah, he's doing well.
Fucking big up!
He's doing well. Now, Steve,
How much is this worth, this company?
Since your one is gold, yeah? Mm-hmm. Yeah, your trophy is gold, you can have the golden bottle.
Which one?
No, you can take both. Now your bottle's gold as well. There you go, mate.
Oh, thanks, mate.
There you go. You can have this one too. There you go. Arsenal with the golden bottles.
Just wondering, when you guys hand over the treble to Manchester City, what are we going to award you with that?
We did it first.
Okay, fair enough.
We did it first. Yeah, that's it. That's what happened. But you got Arsenal. You've got your golden bottle. Well done, boys. Great bottle job there. I thought you guys won it. I thought you were gonna come with the trophy.
I
was warming up the bus, but it was all good.
It's all good. You know, I love it. I love how fans are coming out saying, "Oh, you bottled it, this and that." And you know what I love about it the most, right? Is that
it's gold. That's what you love about it. No. First of all, it's gold.
Look, it's gold. But you know what's hilarious, though? This is what I find like an absolute laugh. Arsenal fucked up, right? But explain to me what you and Newcastle did. Look, to be that far behind.
We're rebuilding, bro. We're rebuilding, bro. New manager.
Yeah.
We're bouncing back from, our worst Premier League season. We had a bit of a kerfuffle with Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo. He left. He said our facilities are shit. Piers Morgan came out with the interviews, this, that. So we were in shambles anyways.
A lot of excuses.
At the end of the day, we've got a trophy. You guys did what?
You actually do have a trophy. It's a wonderful one. Yes.
It is.
You got it, but you know what? The one that counts is the one that you guys are going to be playing for now. Now that's the one that really.
It does.
Don't get me wrong. Every trophy counts, but
yeah.
But the FA Cup for me, and I'm not saying it's nostalgia. It's bigger.
Oh, no doubt.
It's bigger. Of
course, it is. But for us, at the end of the day, we're in a 5-year or something trophy drought. We didn't win a trophy since the Europa League under Jose. So any trophy at the moment for us had to be done this season. I don't know where you want to start with this with the pods there, where maybe we'll just flip around to every different club. But if we're sticking on United a little bit,
we can. You know what? If we
got the job done. Look, the last couple of games we slapped up Chelsea. Yeah, 4-1 there.
Fulham was scary, wasn't it?
Fulham was alright. Yeah,
fucking.
We got the job done, but look, it came down to the last couple of games. Look, we spoke about it before against Brighton. They done us again. Then we lost to West Ham, and then it came to the last three days, or last 3 games, should I say, where we needed 2 wins out of the last 3 games. We won the first one. Who did we play? Villa, which was a hard 1-0.
That was
tough win.
And that's a Villa that.
Good on Unai Emery.
That was scoring in every single
game.
Fucking game.
That was their first time they did.
And they were on a roll too. So that was another thing. So
Yeah.
this is a Villa team that look what they've done to Brighton, but we won't go
well,
there.
Stevie G left, and then look, Unai came in and he sorted them out. But we got the job done there. The next game, I think Liverpool played before us, and they drew to Villa, I think, which then I think we only needed 1 point out of the next 2 games. Chelsea and Fulham. We needed the 1 point, and guess what? We did the job. We got
The
6
results-
points there. So the results wise,
Yeah.
that was the main thing. Performance wise, wasn't too bad as well. Against Chelsea, wasn't too bad. Against Fulham, a bit lackluster. I think saving their legs.
I'll be honest with you. Fulham, look, and sorry to cut you off, but let's be honest. When we're looking at Chelsea and Fulham right now, it's two different animals. And I know Fulham is a team where people are going to say, oh, it's Fulham. No, right now, this season, Fulham is better than Chelsea.
Yeah, Silva's done well with that squad.
So you guys playing against Chelsea and being a bit lackluster, I think it was a bit. I look at it and I think to myself, against Chelsea,
could have been more as well.
Could have been better, and it could have been more. I think it was. Wait, this is Chelsea Football Club. It's not the Chelsea that was before. And Fulham, being the Fulham that they are at the moment, no pushover.
Yeah,
in my
but
mind.
it was the, what do you call it? It was the result that mattered, not so much the performance, because we needed the 3 points, and I think we kind of ticked off that quota of a trophy and Champions League in the. I know we should be aiming higher and challenging and all that, but first season with the new manager
to challenge. And
100%. I understand, but look, in terms of Man United as a brand, the name, the club, you should be up there. But obviously, it's not the case.
The stage you're at the moment,
exactly. Yeah,
and this is what people have to understand. Everyone's like, oh, wait a minute, it's a process. Fucking oath, it's a process. It is, and it's.
I love that.
So,
no, that's all right.
Is it not?
Yeah, okay, it is.
Is it not? Because if it isn't, what have you guys done?
Yeah,
fuck all. You're Man United.
That's it,
right? The thing is, at the moment, most teams that are struggling or trying to build, upon something like a foundation are gonna struggle. Arsenal have been trying to put together a decent 11 with a decent friggin' bench since the days of Emery. Yeah. If you look at the squad that we had when Emery was booted, anyone that's an Arsenal fan right now cannot tell me can tell me. Well, I could ask them now and say, which one of those players would you have in this squad now? And they would say none, not one of them. You couldn't save any of them. I mean, Xhaka stuck around. We turned him into something, but every other player was an absolute shambles. So the way I see it is when you're rebuilding a squad, which is what you guys have done, and still are doing, I don't think it's the final. I think next season is going to be
big transfer window, 100%.
But it's got to be, you know what it is for Man United, in my opinion? It's not going to be, and this is what I think, Man United fans, you can come any which way. You can go out there and it's going to be like, the players that we're linked to, they're not massive. It's not about a massive player. It's a person who can get the job done. Because right now you need players that can perform. And if you can get bodies in every single position that can give you a 7 or a 7.5 out of 10, you're laughing. And then you can go and get that final piece of the puzzle here, there, and everywhere and become the team that Manchester City have become. It's not Chelsea FC where you can spend 600 million in 15
exactly.
seconds.
And look, at the end of the day, it's who the players that the manager wants, you know what I mean? Like,
exactly. You
can throw out the big names, but at the end of the day, obviously he's come in and didn't want Ronaldo, or
rightfully
it looked like he didn't want Ronaldo.
Rightfully so, though.
Exactly right.
And the
players,
what's he done? He's fucked the other team.
And the players that he's brought in, you can't say really any of them have flopped. And I know people want to go out at Anthony because whatever, but at the end of the day, he scored some important goals for us. Well, on his debut against you guys, he scored against. I know we lost to City, but he scored in that game.
Was Anthony? Refresh my memory.
It's funny with Anthony because it was 85 million. Yep. Right, but then everyone wants to put it in euros, but they don't say euros; they say 100 million. So
can you just
15 billion yen.
Okay,
or 15 billion rupees. 80 million. 85 million.
How many goals did he score?
I can't remember. Maybe 6, 7, whatever.
Okay,
few assists. Scored some good.
Okay, so let's say his first season, we could say 7 goals, we could say 4 assists, give or take. And correct me if I'm wrong. Let's just round it up to that. And you spent 80 million, right? And this is his first season in the Premier League. Would that be correct?
Yep.
Okay. What's Richarlison's excuse?
He always has to just make sure Spurs get a little bit of a digging there. He loves it.
What's Mykhailo Mudrik's excuse?
I don't know. He's been here for 6 months. Did he come at the start of the season?
Rob Holding has more goals than fucking Mykhailo Mudrik.
I think you got more goals.
I've got more goals than Mudrik. Your son's got more goals than him.
But look, it's what the manager. Whatever. The conversation's out there. Yeah? So people don't rate him, whatever it might be. Not too interested about them. But the players that he's brought in, they've been decent. They've stepped it up, and he's done bits with Rashford. Bruno's been a little bit up and down, but he's been a big influence in our season as well. Players like Casemiro, Eriksen, obviously the newcomers. Martinez comes in, scrutinised about his height, does the job. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, bro, you wanted to kill him last season. That game we watched against Everton.
he was fucked.
This season now he's kind of like half the season he didn't play, and then when he's brought into the team, he's like, hold on a minute, this guy looks like another kind of different player.
All of a sudden, he's a right back again.
Yeah, so look, he's improving players. If I was to quickly rate United season as it is now, maybe I said it 6.5. Could be a little bit harsh, but
I was gonna actually say 7. But anyway,
if they stop the treble, I'll probably give it a 7.5. If they stop the treble, so win FA Cup, that's 2 trophies, Champions League football. The only reason, Steve, is I'm giving it a bit lower because
Europa.
Not so much Europa, but for me it's 7-0 against Liverpool, 6-3 against City, 4-0 against Brentford. We got touched up a few times this season, yeah. Even some other games, like all right, we lost 1 or 2. We lost like 3-1 to Villa at the start of the season, and then our away record is shocking this season. So
Old Trafford was decent, yeah.
I think we had the best home record this season, but. Come on, man. Away, what changes? You have to go out there and still perform. So this is why my rating's a little bit lower in terms of...
Doesn't it? And I'm going to compare Arsenal to you guys. When we were building the same stages, how were we? We were fucked away. We were good at home. You're doing almost the same shit.
Yeah, but this is why my rating is low. So they need to go out there. Look, we beat every team besides Brighton that are in the top 7 at least once. We beat everyone. They've beat us on the return leg.
They don't come back and
They beat us on the return leg.
leg.
Except for Spurs. I think we drew to them at their home ground. See, again, away game there.
Where the fuck is Spurs?
Yeah, I know.
Does that even count?
They were hanging about. Like, we were looking at Spurs and we're like, how are they still there? fourth, and then 8th. But with United, I seen the Premier League put like a chart and it goes from week 1 to the week 38 or game week 38. And it shows you how high everyone's been. In game week 17 or 18, since United, for the first time, got into the top 4, we never dropped back out. That's for me, good. At the same time, you need to be a little bit careful because going into next season, some of the teams below you, like your Liverpools, I think are going to improve. Chelsea with Poch now coming in with the players, of course, they're going to spend again. So maybe you could say United... The pressure wasn't there so much in terms of the teams that were just behind. If everyone was kind of on it,
I don't think it's a good argument. I'm sorry,
but
it's not a good enough argument. I'm sorry, it's not like everyone was on it. Everyone had their best 11 available. Chelsea had their best 11. Liverpool had their best 11. No, fuck that. And it's
but I'm just saying.
Excuses.
Yeah, but if Liverpool, all right, let's just say if Liverpool
pulled their switch for Liverpool on and off.
No.
Come on.
I'm just saying, like. Everyone was kind of in that same boat, like United, even Newcastle as well. Look, they started dropping off a little bit towards the end. Start of the season, so many draws. It was like if one of these teams just got their act together early on, or maybe their club made some signings in January, it could have been like that 1 or 2 spots because it came close the last 3 games. If you didn't pick up the points, you're out, kind of thing. So. That's the reason. Look, I'll give them credit for that, for sticking in the top 4. I know it's not a trophy, but we did get silverware. We're in another final this weekend. Hopefully, we can get the job done, Steve. But
you need to fucking do something, mate.
Hopes and dreams, and
you guys fucked.
We need Vin Diesel to come out with the bottles of Nos.
He needs to come out with something, mate.
But yeah, look, with United, I don't know, not much more really to say in terms of the season. It was a bit of an up and down, like you said, bit of a process, rebuilding stages. After the World Cup, we started kicking into gear a little bit. Had a bit of a slump a little bit, and it shows when you lose players like Casemiro suspended or players are injured, how much
players in the midfield, man.
How far we kind of drop, and you see the quality that comes off the bench. It's not the same. So we do need to go into the next transfer window. I think, obviously, the spine, we need a striker, number 9. I don't know, they're looking at Harry Kane, get him done. If that's the case. Midfielder, centre back, and a goalkeeper, Steve. That hole straight down the middle. I think everything else is not the main priority.
Fair. It's fair. It would be if you made those signings, it would be a decent window, and it wouldn't be. It's not extravagant. Now, a lot of United fans are used to extravagant. It might not be extravagant, but it gets the job done. Remember, it's about winning games. It's not about I've got the best FIFA fucking team. It's not about that. So that if your manager goes out there and signs solid players, there shouldn't be any uproar. There should be, let's see what they can do. And it's a results-based business. It's not about fucking having the best-looking lineup. It's about having the most effective. Exactly. And that's it in the end of the day. Casemiro comes into Man United. Everyone was talking about his age. Is anyone talking about his age now? No. Martinez came in and he was a height. Even I said his height would be an issue. It wasn't. It wasn't.
If you guys bought him, you would have won the league, mate.
Almost did.
Almost did, but
didn't. Eriksen came in. Yeah, you love that, don't you?
He didn't.
Doesn't matter.
You're going to use him. You're going to use him as a left back.
You guys came close.
Yeah, silly cunts. Use him as a
came close.
Well, we came close. Bro, how many points away? We were like 16, 18 points away from you. We finished on 8. Did we finish on 8? And then what was you guys were 11 points ahead of City, and now you're 8 points, 4 points behind us. That's a fucking 16. How many points turnaround, bro?
It's an 8-point gap between apparently a team that bottled it. So, yeah, it's a fucking great one. Yeah, just basically.
Did, bro. 93% at the top.
Yeah.
The golden bottle. There it is. Arsenal Football Club. The invincible bottlers.
And the excuse for his team sitting there in third.
I'm not making, what excuse did I make? Not good enough. That's why 6.5. I was that one at preseason saying you're not fit to wear the shirt. Fucking, we might get the silver bottle fucking soon. I don't know if I got any up there, Steve. But look, let's talk about Arsenal, Steve.
This season,
you know,
so far, it's
done. It's dusted. Look, I don't know what round you think we're in.
It was. Look,
you just gotta fix this. It's time to catch up.
To be honest,
they might get stripped of the points, mate, if they get caught red-handed.
In 2029 or some shit, they're going to start handing out fucking Premier League trophies to Man United, Liverpool,
then I might have to take this back off ya.
That's all right.
You bottle it then.
You guys would have got a trophy too. Liverpool would have got one. Everyone would have got one.
We'll get the bus going again, mate. Open bus for all the boys.
I think Arsenal season, it started off surprisingly, mainly because no one was expecting Arsenal to be playing the brand of football we were going to play.
What brand is that, mate?
The brand is the brand that you guys
Mount
saw.
Franklin.
Oh, no, mate. It was a decent brand of football. If you guys wanted to watch good football, you guys all watched Arsenal. Everyone knew they had to look up to CS. Now, the thing is with Arsenal Football Club, and I think every single pundit that was out there, right, they laugh about it all
right, but rightfully so.
No,
but come on, rightfully so.
Laugh about it all you want. At the end of the day, we came second to the best team in Europe.
Second, what'd you win for that?
Doesn't matter. I'm saying
you put the pressure on. You didn't even put the pressure.
No. I'm saying I came second. Oh no, fuck. I'll say.
Bro, everyone beat them, bro. We beat them.
The only team this season that's given Manchester City fucking trouble in the Premier League is Arsenal, not you.
What was the score? What was the score? What trouble did you give them? They done use home and away.
At the end of the day, it's the fucking league, right? They were looking at the fucking Premier League table and looking at Arsenal Football Club. No, fuck off. Looking at Arsenal Football Club, knowing that this is the team that they have to compete against. Not Man United,
okay, all right,
not
Steve,
Liverpool, not Newcastle. They were looking and going, who are these cunts? It doesn't matter. It don't matter. I have to look up, and these are the guys
you can look up. You can look up. But you know what? At the end of the day, they looked at you guys, rocked up to your home ground, turned you guys over.
Beat us,
They beat you, knocked you out of the cup, and then they beat you again. They did you guys home and away.
And?
Alf Stewart FC, home and away. What challenge there? They weren't looking at you guys. We beat them. Steve.
I know
Spurs beat them too.
I know.
I think Chelsea beat them too, didn't they?
And we beat
and
Spurs.
Brentford beat them. Brentford did that home and away double too, Alf Stewart.
And we beat Spurs twice. We beet Chelsea.
But we're talking about who's City.
At the end of the day,
you weren't a challenge for them. At the end of the day, you weren't a challenge for them. At the end of the day,
when you're looking at the Premier League, you're not looking at 2 games. You're not. You're looking at the whole season.
Yeah, but you weren't a challenge for them in terms of the game that you guys played.
It's not about the game. I'm talking about the season. I'm talking about the title.
They walked through it, bro.
No, they didn't.
Second gear in reverse.
No, I don't think so. And you know that.
I don't know, bro.
The reason why City were looking at Arsenal is because they're the only team to look at, plain and simple, and that's a fact. And you can sit there and fuck around with this all you want, but you know for a fact that they weren't looking at any other team as a contender for the Premier League this season.
It's not about contender.
Okay, tell me, no. It's about the teams that were looking like they were going to win the Premier League. Liverpool, no. United, no. Newcastle, no. These are the teams that were in the top 5, right? Were they even close? No, never.
Yeah, never.
Where were the 2 teams that were close to winning the league? Arsenal and City. That's it.
Steve,
you guys weren't even in the fucking discussion. It's funny you say it now. When I was telling you, Steve, in January, I go, don't look at us.
We're not in a title race. Yo, do I have to clip it up?
you don't have to
Because I
clip
can
it up.
clip up
No,
everyone.
I'm
You
saying-
said,
I'm
no,
saying
no,
there's a-
watch.
I'm saying it's still a chance.
Yeah,
because
there's
you're
still a
looking
chance.
good.
And then we fucked that to Palace, and then we dropped points to you guys last
If you're
minute.
Manchester City right now, you're not going to be looking at Man United. You're going to be looking at Arsenal sitting on top of the league since you're trailing.
Yeah,
them.
but we were-
That's the argument I'm having with you right
Yeah,
now.
but we were if we beat Palace and we didn't concede that last minute, we would have been in front of City, but they would have had a game in hand. And then if we didn't
he's
drop
looking-
points,
they're
yeah,
looking
but
at- they're
they
looking
would have
up.
been
They're
looking
not-
at us. We were in front of them for that one day.
Manchester City are
1
looking
hour.
at the team above them. They're not looking at the team below them.
Yeah, but Steve,
That's the point I'm making. If you were above Manchester
so
City,
then
if
what were you looking at?
If you guys had to jump Manchester City would have said, well, we have to deal with fucking Man United. But until that time was to happen, they're not looking at you guys. Plain and simple, they're looking at Arsenal.
they're looking at us when we beat them at home, and we did you guys a favor,
And what?
and you couldn't do us a favor. Yeah, Gronks.
No, we couldn't. No, I'm sorry. I'm
Fucking
sorry.
hell,
about
bro.
that, man. I'm sorry.
No,
about
11
that.
points clear. They couldn't stop
Doesn't
a
matter.
treble.
You guys can do it.
You gave them the free pick, you idiots.
Well, you guys can do it.
Idiots.
You guys can do it.
No, we can't, bro.
What do
We
you mean?
can't.
You beat them. You beat them this season. The Premier
League.
League. You beat them in the league, bro. Spurs beat them.
Yeah, they
Chelsea
got-
beat them. Everyone beat them.
That's 8 weeks here.
No.
Yeah, everyone beat them.
That's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's not at home, bro. It's at Wembley, our second home. But you know how it is.
Spurs home for a while. Look,
Did they win anything now? Did they? I don't know.
No, actually, we christened it before they went. They won the Community Shield, and then they started playing. But no,
That's right.
it was
You
fun.
won a trophy there before them. But look, Steve, look. We know what happened. Obviously, look, banter aside, yeah, look, you guys played some decent football, yeah, really good football. And yeah, no one, I picked you guys to just miss out on top 4 this season. I said maybe you guys will come 5th.
I said
And yeah,
fourth.
you proved, they proved me wrong, should I say.
I expected the Europa League, but
Hey,
that's
I
why I'm
called
disappointed.
United to come 3rd too, brother. Look at that, bro. Look at that. I started the celebration. These ones.
I was disappointed.
That's why Rashford's doing this. He's like, see, the guys called it. The guys called it.
I was disappointed with the Europa League exit.
Yeah.
Because I saw Europa League between us two, and I thought it's going to be United and Arsenal. This
And
is
we
gonna
both
be
fucked.
hectic.
That's why we got one of these each.
And then these two dumb cunts, I'm like, we got out, and I'm like, you're kidding. And then I looked at you guys and go, that's not going to be an easy game. But you know what? It'll be all right. Then I'm like, fuck, they got to go over there. Fuck.
Yeah.
And to be honest, for me, I was expecting 4th. I wasn't expecting more. When I saw the lineup and I saw the team that we had, I said, look, let's be serious. The players we have are decent, but they're not. In my mind, they're not good enough to challenge against City. We all thought Liverpool would, and it would be City. And I thought we should at least make 4th, because if it's not 4th, there's no progress. He has to go. And I expect a trophy. I expect the Europa League.
See, even
It had to happen.
I know you said Europa League, Steve.
Had to
Yeah,
happen. Bro, I want you.
but
No, bro, if I can't win the Premier League,
what's the
I have to win the
excuse?
Pre- I
What's
have
the
to win
excuse for the
Europa.
other competitions? Yeah, like obviously the banter of bigger fish to fry, and you're looking at other opposition and all this and stuff.
Look, I'll be honest with you, and there's no
And
excuses.
all right, you lost to City in the Carabao Cup, I think it was, or the FA Cup, one of them. All right. You versus City, you got the unlucky draw. We got the lucky draws. People are saying, yeah, you got the easy run, all home games, whatever. But then I think you got knocked out the Forest, right? Again.
The problem-
So this is something that keeps repeating.
Yeah.
You know, same team, but at the same point of the competition. Like you didn't even give her a run.
No.
That's the problem. Like that's what you.
But that comes to, and this is where, and it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. That comes to the squad that you have, the depth that you have. We don't have the depth. We don't have the depth to play in all those competitions and to try to stay competitive.
Yeah, but Steve.
But it's not, and it's also. But let me say
hold
one
on,
more
hold
thing.
on.
No,
Let me cut you on that.
But
part
I've
there.
got a little bit more.
When you're
And
playing
our problem-
FA Cup and Carabao Cup at the early stages, it's still one game a week because it's not midweek. There's no Premier League that week, so it's still one game
Yeah,
a
I
week.
know.
So in terms of squad depth, you don't need them for the. All right, if you're saying we got knocked out in the semis because we don't got the squad depth and it's midweek and whatever.
But I'm going to say one more thing. And the other issue that we've got with Arteta was rotation. The problem that I had with Arteta is he doesn't like to rotate his players, and we saw that. I was calling
He's
for Thomas
scared,
Partey.
mate.
I was calling.
What happened to him, mate? What happened?
No, I was
Better than
calling-
Casemiro,
I was
you
calling
idiots.
for Thomas Partey against Liverpool in the 15th minute after I said he's done. Saka too. But the problem was Mikel Arteta has found his starting 11 and Arsene Wenger just a bit where he's like, I've got the perfect mix. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand it.
Yeah.
I get you.
Klopp's had the same starting 11 for 3 years.
Hey, he got business done. But I looked at it and said, look, you got Jorginho. Why? Right? When he has come on, he hasn't been too bad. No, he's not. Jorginho is not a 9 out of 10 player. He'll give me 6 or 7 out of 10 when Partey was giving me 2.
Ball retention,
Bro.
I reckon.
And the thing is, decent pass. The guy can fucking ping a ball. So it's not about getting a 9 out of 10 player, but you got to take out the 2 out of 10 player at the moment. The squad rotation was an issue, and it cost us. The choice of players to rotate, putting Patrick Vieira, putting our Vieira in, our little fucking lightweight Vieira in, because we've signed him, we got to play him over Emil Smith-Rowe. That's a tragedy, because
What's happened to him, mate?
Fabio Vieira, to be perfectly honest, isn't suited to this league. And I knew it. Remember, I told you this guy's a lightweight. He's going to get fucking run over in the midfield, and that's what's happened. But they continue to try using him. It's like, because we've bought him. Remember when Ben White?
Yeah.
Maguire. Ben White now is a right back. Yeah, he's all right. But that, you know what I'm saying? And that's what they did with Vieira. I think these were mistakes that were made by Arteta. Again, a manager with more experience doesn't make these mistakes. But again, a manager with this squad might not have been able to go this far.
Yeah,
so at the
mate.
same time, I look at Arsenal Football Club this season.
Where's your rating, mate?
No, my rating for this season would be a 6. It wouldn't be any higher than that.
Yeah.
And the reason, and it's not.
Who's had a better season?
Huh?
United or Arsenal?
Well, since you guys have won a trophy, because I have to base it on the Premier League, the league performances and trophies. I'm not going to base it on what was the football progression like. That's not what we're talking about here. We're not talking about what's played on the pitch. We're talking about what came from it. And what came from it was, yes, we challenged against City. That's great. But at the end of the day, you need to show something for it. The style of football is great. Yes, it's progress. It's great. But it didn't show with accolades. So I have to be honest and say 6 for this season. But if we talk about, were there improvements? Yes.
Yeah, big improvements,
There
of
were
course.
big improvements. But that's the thing. You have to separate.
It's
You
kind
have
of a
to
bit
be
of a
serious,
fucking
bro.
a little bit of a sour ending, because like we can obviously see there's big improvements in terms of your style of play and the way you're rocking up to teams and you're just wiping the floor with them, in terms of even when you concede a goal,
Bang.
bang, there's another goal. That started them habits from last season. Remember, I'm like,
Yeah.
they're gonna score, bang. Taking care of North London derbies like it's nothing. Going into Man United games,
Any London derby.
yeah, but going into these games where
We
against
struggled,
United,
yeah.
it's like, oh, we haven't won at Old Trafford in how long? And you didn't win this season, but last season you did. And this season we come to the Emirates, and it's like you guys are the favourites. Where usually it hasn't been the case in so many years. But yeah, look, I think a 6 for Arsenal.
It's fair.
Arsenal as
It's
well.
fair.
And look, we'll probably with your Arsenal team, mate, we probably have to do a back to the drawing board, a new little segment that we got planned.
Well, yeah.
And I'll get you to break it down fucking from end to end, mate, like your wiring diagrams, mate, from here to there. And we'll get it, that Deutsch plug, mate. What are they
I think I'm going to teach these guys how Arsenal play. But look, I think 6 out of 10 is fair. The progress is there with the style of football. At the end of the day, next season is something for us to look for.
Next
man.
season's our year, mate.
Well, next season.
We're going to do the Liverpool, bro. It's our season. It's our year. It's our year.
Season, I think next season. To be honest,
Champions League, mate. Champions League previews, reviews,
I know,
Steve.
fucking hell, mate.
Mate, we're back in the big leagues, mate.
Out in the
That's
group.
it.
But,
That's it. Not like Liverpool, mate, going to Azerbaijan away. Ruben
all right.
Kazan.
It's all right. It's all right, bro.
It's one of them.
Chelsea nowhere near it. But the thing is, I think, to be honest, both teams, both Man United and Arsenal, when they come into the transfer window, both need to take it seriously. Arsenal need to sort out their midfield, and it has to be serious signings.
Yeah.
Man United need to make considerable signings from the front to the back. If these two teams improve there, it's not about what the other teams are going to do. If you improve and I improve, then they have to improve. And then it's like, well, you get me? It's like, it's all on us because we bought 10 players. How did that work out for fucking Ferrari?
Yeah, well, let's get into Steve. Let's stay in London and let's get to Chelsea.
Defo. Oh, those West
Steve.
London wankers. Those West. But we talk. Oh, actually, wait a minute. We talk West London. We talk Fulham. No. The
Fulham,
other
yeah,
team. The other team.
Yeah, the secondary team
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
But
yeah.
look, Steve, Chelsea, man. Chelsea. They've had like 16 managers this season.
They got
Almost,
one chance
they're
and
trying
16 managers.
One chance, 16 managers.
Fuck.
Look, man, they started off with Tuchel. Obviously, their new board and all
Bit of
that
a
sort
tickle.
of. Tommy Tickle, the new board. Todd Bowley is thinking about doing a
The new
Southwest.
board
West-
was
Sacked
one
One
person
man.
on the whole board.
Yeah, one man of all talents, mate. And he's sacked everyone. He's come in. He's bought all these players. And, to be honest, you're thinking, oh, look, they bought some decent players in too. Kukurea was decent the year before.
Yeah.
Fofana was fantastic as well. And then you got your Raheem Sterlings and what else? 16 more other players that they brought in. And obviously, Enzo Fernandez before the World Cup or after the World Cup?
After. I think it was after, wasn't it?
Did they buy him in January?
Yeah.
He did, eh?
Yeah,
They did, eh?
it was January.
January.
Record signing too.
Record signing.
Mudryk came in as well.
Came in as well.
They got on loan. They got Felix on loan.
Yeah,
that wasn't a bad move actually.
Yeah, it was a good move. Probably been their best player since he's been there. To be fair, but anyway, there so many players that they got in their books now, and
Aubameyang.
They brought him in. Did he play one game? Maybe he did. I think he performed more in his unveiling, in his look at my fucking blue jersey than he did.
Came to the Emirates crying.
He's doing. He wished he had his Wakanda mask to cover his face, but he didn't.
He didn't show up to training on time. Yeah, you showed up to the Emirates on time. But anyway.
Yeah. But look, Chelsea, man. Then they sack Tuchel, bring in Graham Potter. Now at the time, Graham Potter, what he did with the Brighton team, they were doing well.
He did well.
But
it was a great brand of football he was playing.
Yeah. But they've done better maybe when he left.
Yes and no. Look what happened at the end of the season.
Yeah, but some of them results, it was weird because they beat Brighton, beat us, and then they lost to 6-1 to Everton. Gave them it was a bit of this, mate, bit of this to stay up. Sean Dyche, Dyche boys, they survived, and we'll get to them soon.
Douche.
But look, Chelsea, bro, Potter came in and took him to a platform and 9th and 3/4, and then Lampard came in and took him. He goes, "Hey, I'm going to get you boys relegated."
Bro, he was going to win the record. Yeah, he was almost.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah.
What do you have?
Yeah, I think he needed one more loss to equal the record.
Didn't get enough games in.
Nah. He
not enough games.
Fucking idiot got a W.
Bro, when did he win?
Or a win?
He won. He beat Brent. Bro, I reckon. I can't even remember the last time. The last time fucking Chelsea won. Brentford was the last time. Or no, Palace.
They beat them. Palace.
But how long ago? I don't think they've won a game.
It was last year that they won.
No, they didn't. No, they did not. You're telling me they haven't won a game this year?
No, this year they won one game, but then before that it was last year. I'm pretty sure. In the Premier League.
Yeah. But when was that win? We got to check this out because
we got to check. It wasn't good. It's not looking good, bro. It's not looking good.
In the mud. I told you, in the mud. Yeah, Hermione Granger FC,
dude,
Mudblood. In the Mudblood.
When they were going for that new owner.
Where's all Antekers and Claudes?
Mate, Latimus Prime.
Where's Latimus?
Latimus Prime.
Where's Matt?
I told
Where's
you,
Matty?
Bro. I go to you. I want you to get Americans. I need you to get Americans. You got Americans. You got to give them benefit of the doubt. Yeah. Where's the benefit? Because I'm fucking doubting the whole thing right now, boys. You checking it out? You're doing
all right. May the 7th, they beat Bournemouth 3-1. Oh, bro, if that's their, surely it's. Wait a minute, bro.
Wait. There's got to be one somewhere.
They beat Bournemouth in May. Oh my god! Remember that nil draw against Liverpool? Oh my god, that was boring.
Yeah, I know. We were doing the live
bro.
Anything?
So far, okay, they beat Leicester in March, so that's 2 wins this year. Not this season, but this year. 3 wins. They beat Leeds. So what's that? 2 teams that got relegated.
Leicester and Leeds, yeah. It's
Leicester and Leeds.
Yeah.
Yep.
They faced any relegation battle teams in Southampton. Probably lost against them.
They did. They lost to all the teams that got relegated.
It sparked a memory.
They did.
It sparked
all the teams that got relegated. Chelsea lost to Drew. All right, we're in February now. We're in January now. Palace on the 16th of Jan. So 3 wins. Chelsea, 3 wins. They lost to Fulham. There. What else do we got? How much time do we have? Far out. We don't have enough time.
We're going to go through the whole of Chelsea's season. And it's
okay. So they beat Bournemouth again after the World Cup, the first game, I think roughly the first game back, 2-0. And then this season, all the games, they won 3 games. And they were they even lost to Southampton.
They won 3 games or 2?
Bournemouth, Leeds, and Leicester.
Yeah.
3 games this year, bro. What a fucking shit show, bro. Unbelievable, Steve.
The thing is, and this is the biggest key. You had Roman Abramovich.
In the mudblood.
Roman Abramovich built a team and a backroom staff that was quality. You get Americans coming in, and this is a big problem with management.
Save the bridge, Steve.
This is a big problem. And this is not just in football, in companies in general. The issue that you have is when you take over something that's working, right? It's already working. It's making money. You have to stand back and figure out how it was doing it. You've bought it. You've got the money. but you got to see what you've bought. The problem with these Americans is they come in here thinking, oh, I can take over this. No, mate, you're fucked up. You went down there and every player that was linked to another team you tried to buy. And how did that work out
That
for
was
you?
the scouting department.
Yeah,
What's United doing? What's Arsenal doing? Get him.
Yep. And how did it work out?
We should have done something with Harry.
You know, we fucked up. We should have worked together and started fucking linking to some shit cunt players, right? And they would have fucking chased them.
We should have started saying, Arsenal want fucking Harry Maguire. Chelsea come in and take him.
I would have been pushing for Lloris. Oh, we got to get Lloris in. We got to get Lloris in. Fuck, how would that worked out again between the sticks?
Yeah.
No, I honestly, I think
Yeah, absolute shambles from Chelsea.
The owners.
Owners didn't help out. And the thing is, like, to have Potter there, you're paying him. You had to pay him out, sorry. And to bring Lampard in, you should have just kept him, right? If you weren't going to get a manager.
You know what it was? That's marketing move.
Do you think, in terms of Poch coming in, do you think it was a better decision? I don't know whose decision it was. Maybe it was Poch's decision or the club's decision. But for him to come in after the season, or do you think he should have come in, all right, Potter is gone, Lampard for caretaker for 1 or 2 games, and then Poch? Or do you think he's looking at it, Poch is looking at it saying, fuck this, I ain't going to come in here and get 3 out of fucking how many games they played at the end of the season, 20 games. I'm not getting 3 wins.
I'm not Allardycing this shit.
Yeah. You reckon it was him?
Dude,
he's like, I'm waiting.
I guarantee. Look, yeah, this is what they should have done. Getting rid of Potter was a marketing move because all the Chelsea fans were Potter out, who's Potter? Even though I was the one saying it's your fucking owners, dick brains.
Yeah.
Huh? Check out the Aussie Gooner. Me and Matt fucking broke that shit down early for you fuckers, yeah? Anyway. Early, bruh. Early. Tried to wake you up. Deji Spurs. Remember when we did it for Spurs too? How'd that work out for you? Early, bro. You know, Nostra Steve telling you.
Early, bro. Wake up. You gotta look at the alarm clock.
Early, because the owners, bro, Americans, they usually can't. So the thing was, getting rid of Potter was a marketing move. They shouldn't have. They should have just kept him on. Finished the season with this shit because it wouldn't have gotten any worse, right? And then, instead of tarnishing Lampard any further, then got Pochettino in. But the way it's gone now, it's like Potter in. It's Tuchel. It's Potter. It's Lampard for another stint to fuck it up even more. And now we got links to Poch. And Poch is not going to want to...
He's done. He's done deal. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. Poch is not going to want to come in now because at the end of the day, he's coming into a toxic environment. He's going to need to come into a preseason, and there's going to be players that he's just going to walk in and say, you.
They need to. They need to get rid of players. Because even United,
they have to get rid of players before they can get players.
Yeah,
bro.
we need to sell players. Now, otherwise, we're fucking that financial fair play, whatever. Fuck, we're going to get hit for that as well. So we need to get rid of players too. They got 400 players on the training pitch every week. I don't know. These guys are going to splash more cash, but yeah, it's not good for them. For Chelsea. Spurs, Steve, let's go on to them. Your boys down the road. We said it. I said it particular when everyone was going on about their transfer window, how great it was. I said, but roll the clips back. I said, the only teams that know about Basuma is the Premier League because no one else wants him. How'd that work out with Basuma? Good player, but in terms of the hyping of the signing, relax. Jed Spence, did he get a minute on the field? Who the fuck knows?
He's a ghost.
Richarlison, don't have to say much more. Backed off his shirt more times than he scored goals. Not bad. Imagine if you can score...
Professional stripper.
Well, hey.
Because, I mean, they've got go-karts and everything. Now it's striptease on the field, bro. Anything to make $1.
Magic Richarlison, mate. Get that one. Who else is there by? Perisic.
107-year-old Perisic who shows up for 3 games, disappears for 10.
Yeah, but out of position. When you're playing a wing-back, it was never really a wing-back.
No, he was doing that at Inter, buddy.
Yeah, but that's not his position. It's not. If you put him,
he's aging.
I know. It's but fucking, yeah, I know. Yeah, okay, fair call, but still, you saw when he played higher up the pitch, did more damage. But anyways,
but look,
I can't remember who else they signed.
But didn't they get goalkeeper?
Longley.
They got Longley. They got who's that goalkeeper?
Foster.
Get
the fuck out of here, bro.
That's a signing.
Yeah.
They got him for free, but it's a signing.
It's a signing.
Better than Lloris.
Yeah, it shows. But bro, these guys, I don't know how they were in fucking 4th and 3rd and 4th and 3rd for so long. Conte wanted to get sacked about 14 times.
Conte was smart. Conte called it the way it was. And the thing was, the Basuma thing, you remember when they were saying, oh, we got Basuma, you should have got him. And I was telling everybody, I said, look, he's a decent player. He is. But it's not what you needed The problem that Spurs had, and I said it, and I think you agreed. They've got two midfielders in there that are like for like, and they don't have any fucking attacking midfield. They got no number 10. Ericsson, who went to these idiots, right? And they were laughing. They got him for nothing. Would have just come in and gone slot, and it would have been perfect. And it's one of their boys, and they didn't take him. There was no creativity in the midfield.
Yeah.
They were just bombing down the wings. It became one-dimensional.
Bro, I guarantee you, Kane obviously got 30 goals, which is more than anyone had in their team.
But where the other guys? All the goals came from Kane. Where the other goals come from?
But that's what I'm saying. If they
look at your team, look at Arsenal. Arsenal, every single.
That's what I'm saying. I bet he's got the most assists as well. I guarantee you, it's all him.
It's Harry Kane.
Speaking of, roll back on Chelsea just quickly. Yeah. They versus Newcastle this week was a 1-1 draw. Trippier scored an own goal, right? So he came off him. Trippier was their third highest goal scorer at Stamford Bridge this season. For Chelsea. He's on the list for the third. Bro, what the hell is that? But anyways, these Muppets.
Put that in
recruitment, poor. They said we won the transfer window. They're just going on about Champions League. We're going to win the league. We don't want to worry about these Mickey Mouse FA Cup and Carabao Cup trophies. It's all about the big boy stuff. Well, guess what? You're not in no big boy competition next year. Not even a conference league. So, Deji, where are ya? Yeah? No Champions League. I thought big club, big man mentality. Where were ya? Yeah, where are ya? He's gone quiet.
Bro, you know what it is? It's about, we finished above Arsenal. They based their success.
Well, they have it now.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can't base your success over finishing.
So when are you celebrating Saint Tottenham? What are you calling it?
I don't waste my time.
You're celebrating that?
You know what I used to say? Tottenham aren't on my radar. They never will be.
Steve, you always talk about Spurs, bro.
You know why? Because
there's always a dig, so they are on your radar for a little cheeky dig.
No, it's not. It's because it's a straight call.
Go on the Aussie Gooner Instagram, give him a follow, check your stories out. There's always a dig at Spurs. If they're not on your radar, why are you sharing their content, Steve?
Because they hyped so much.
They're hyped.
They hyped so much. They hyped about all these players they had. Let's break down their players.
They got a chicken on a ball, mate.
Can we just break this down real quick? Let me just break down Spurs right now so we understand what's going to happen next season. Real quick. In between the sticks, they need a goalkeeper. That's one player. Let's get that over and done with. Emerson royally shit. You need a fucking another.
This guy's doing the Greyhounds.
Yeah, you need another red back. Right back. Right, he's gone.
Probably do better with a red back in there.
Eric Dyer Straits.
Some cobwebs, bro.
Bro, Dyer Straits.
Signing a new deal.
Dyer Straits has got to go, right? So
signing a new deal.
That's right. Romero can stay. He's decent, right? Perisic has to go in the bin. There's fucking 4 players. See you later. That's 4 players I've already named that have to go, right? There we go. 4. Midfield. You got Højbjerg. Okay, look, maybe the midfield, Højbjerg, decent.
Bentancur's all right too.
I like Bentancur, but they need him at number 10. So those 2 players have to stay. All right? Harry Kane, if he stays, you guys can't spend. If he goes, you need to replace him because Richarlison can't do the job. Kulusevski isn't yours because you haven't paid the fucking money yet, so he doesn't fucking count.
We'll give you Martial and you give us Kane. He's young, potential, Ballon d'Or clause there. You never know. He might do it at Spurs. Kane over to United. Martial.
And Son's done. Son's finished this season.
Purple patch again.
Nketiah probably done better than him this season. I think he did. Actually, I think he did. Fuck. I think Nketiah did better than Son.
The number 14, mate. The magical number 14.
Kit Kat Nketiah. Done it on fucking Son. Their team right now, and it's not a dig. It's straight. Levy has fucking really fucked this team. And this is a guy that they need to get out. I was telling the Tottenham fans, Arsenal had a side. Your problem is your owner. Go on this motherfucker. He's a prick. And you know what? It shows. And it's going to be more of the same. It'll only be worse next season, Borche. That's my prediction.
Anyway, Steve.
But anyway.
That's Spurs. I've got a better one.
Who you got?
Liverpool. Hey, this is the chant we're going to be hearing. They won't walk alone because they're going straight to Aruba Kazan. Yeah. Istanbul Başakşehir. Away.
Azerbaijan FC, bro.
Whoa. That's the tune. Back where you belong, yeah? You know, they're going to say it's the only trophy Klopp has won. We'll go win it then. When you get Sevilla in the group stage and they knock you out. These bastards, Specialists and knocking cunts out. But Liverpool, bro, it's good to see them. You got your 7-0. I'll take my L's on that one for sure, definitely. Big loss. Yeah, heavy loss. But
at the end of the day, but you know, it is a record-breaking loss. It was, but the thing is, look, my phone's gone. It's a record-breaking loss, but end of the day, who would have thought start of the season? And I'll be honest, Liverpool would have struggled like this. I wasn't expecting it, but no one thought that they would have a shitty transfer window like they did.
Yeah, to be honest, I even put them first or second as well. I thought they were going to be up there again challenging. And they showed a little bit of quality towards the end of the season. It wasn't enough. Obviously, they were 11th and 10th with Chelsea there. And then they went on a bit of a run. But still, Klopp's played the same lineup for fucking 3 years, man. So he needs players. Obviously, Mane's left as well this season. They got in Darwin Núñez. Didn't start off the best, but there is a quality player there.
What do you get? He got himself, 13?
I don't know the numbers. And even Gakpo, I know a lot of people were giving him stick, and I said it. Remember, I was the only one that said I wanted Gakpo instead of Anthony at the start before they even were even signed anywhere. Obviously, I still think if them signings were flipped, they both would have done better at the clubs if Anthony was at Liverpool and Gakpo was at United.
Anthony to play where Salah is?
True.
I don't think so because he can't play on the left because
no. But he can whip the balls in, bro. I don't know. You're right. You're right. It makes more sense. But let's just.
That's why I don't think it'll happen because Salah.
But you never know.
But he wasn't bad again.
He wasn't bad as well. But you look at Salah's age. Always rumours for him going PSG and all these, and then you have Anthony there someone to come on. Salah he's not gonna fucking give you 38 games, bro. Plus Champions League, plus all these cups. You got to give him rest time. Anthony would have been that player to come in, do your thing, do your job, give him a bit of a rest. Depth. But look, right.
They winged him.
Good luck to ya. Good luck to him. I love to see where you guys are, because their fans were giving it. Look. Fucking, we by 1 point we've lost the league on the last day. Well, where are you now? Europa League,
The midfield is still bare. It's still bare.
Bones,
the midfield. And then you saw against Southampton.
Don't worry, let's go get more strikers and more forwards. And you got Henderson and Milner and Thiago that's fucking on one leg.
In this game against Southampton, and
fucking
Liverpool,
Ox.
and everyone saw it against Southampton. I think it was their third goal. It was a complete run through from straight through the middle of the park. Like literally, it was like I'm just going to walk through your whole.
Van Dijk hasn't had the best seasons. Even Alisson hasn't had the best seasons since his injury. Van Dijk is going to be.
I think the problem with Van Dijk is
they're trying to compare him to Rio.
He didn't have a decent partner.
Do me a favour.
He still hasn't got a decent partner.
Do me a favour. Trying to compare him to Rio, and they were talking about.
You can't look.
You can't.
The thing is, I have too much comparison.
Longevity, 3 years at the top.
Whenever you
one Premier League title.
You can't compare, and this is the hard thing in Premier League. Everyone's trying to compare. Oh, this is the next Eden Hazard. That's the next Thierry Henry. That's the next Rio Ferdinand. That's the next Paul Scholes. Relax yourself. We'll talk about it when they've done it for 5 fucking years, and then we'll say yes, he's the next. You can't say it early on.
He's the next.
Martial was supposed to be the next Henry. It didn't work out. You know what I mean? Van Dijk better than Rio? Come on. And I'm not a Man United fan, but come on, it's apples and oranges. Van Dijk better than Sol Campbell? Come on, I still wouldn't. I still wouldn't. No,
Tottenham Campbell. Tottenham Campbell.
No, Sol Campbell.
No. But look, man,
Van Dijk, Martin Keown.
Liverpool, man. They got a huge window. Klopp he's not been a manager to really rebuild a squad. He's going to have to do it now if he's willing to stay.
Wow. Are they going to FSG? Because FSG have let him down somewhat. I think some of the signings were I think he's made mistakes in the signings. And this is where, correct me if I'm wrong. The Darwin Núñez signing, I understand why. I just don't understand if that was all you had to spend, why you wouldn't have spent that in the middle of the park.
Yeah.
Because they were playing without a striker for a while. Bobby was doing half decent. You still got Jota.
He's
leaving now.
Yeah, he's going now, so that's someone to replace as well.
But let's be honest, he has performed this season for the appearances. So I looked at it and thought to myself, with that sort of money, you could have bought yourself 2 decent midfielders.
100%.
You had a James Maddison that was hanging around at Leicester, and he could have been a good. And now you had options there, but they didn't make that move. And then they go for Darwin Núñez and say, "Oh, the middle of the park is fine." Everyone knows the battle of the midfield is key in any football game, and it felt like Jurgen Klopp really dropped. He dropped the ball. He dropped the ball big time.
But it'll be interesting to see because I know
and now you've got fucking and Diaz is back. Fuck me.
Yeah, injuries didn't help him, I guess. But there's links to Mason Mount to Liverpool. But I don't know. Look, under Klopp's system probably does better. Who knows? But look, you love to see it. Liverpool back where they belong, in the mud. Good, happy, hope it continues.
They need, let's be honest, if we were to break this down real quick, player-wise, they'd need 3 midfielders, in my opinion, 3. And I'm not joking, 3. And they need a starting quality centre-back, not to replace Konate and to sit beside Van Dijk because this is getting stupid. Allison is a decent keeper. We all know.
Yeah. They're going to need players, and maybe they
Up front,
at
they're fine.
minimum five starting players. 5 starting players. They have to have it. Like you said, that 3 in the midfield. They needs to. You can't be starting with Henderson next season with Fabinho, and Milner's going anyway, so he won't be there. But Thiago's hanging about, I guess. But Klopp's got a big job to do over there to get this from the turnaround.
Back too, yeah.
Arthur, what did he play? 2 minutes? Maybe not even that.
He played FIFA.
He'd been on the bus for 2
He
minutes.
was
That's
playing
about
FIFA, bro.
it. And the under 21s. But look, Steve, I'm looking at the time.
Yeah. Let's wrap up. Who we got?
Obviously, we got Manchester City that has won the league. We'll touch on them soon. But Newcastle, man,
Wow.
a team that's kind of stepped up and kind of shocked us all. I didn't expect them. You know, we made a bit of a joke, like, what the fuck are they doing early on? It's meant to be a process to get to top 4, top 3. Though, staring at third for a little bit, sitting in that spot to the last couple of games. But they're going to be another team to worry about, bro.
Good signings, Isak, Gumaresh. Great signings, Trippier. I think the manager has really...
But then Murphy and your Wilsons, they're killing it too. St. Maximin started off well, but then injuries, didn't really towards the back end play. We all know they're going to make signings, Steve, and they're going to be a problem in the next couple of seasons, man. So all of us need to fucking buckle up, get our shit together, and make sure... the Saudis come and fucking save us.
We got to stay serious.
Before we get into the relegation, Steve, Manchester City, they just...
Manchester City...
And onto the relegation battle.
Let's be honest. Let's call it right now, on paper, probably best team in Europe.
I don't know. I've seen Napoli play, bro.
Didn't work out. We were hoping. That went wrong.
I've seen Arsenal play.
Yeah, it didn't work out. Too bad.
But look, what a team, bro. Wow. And they deserved it. At the end of the day, when it mattered, I didn't think, all right, if you don't count the last 2 games where they dropped points, I didn't think they were going to win 10 games in a row. And I don't think it was 10 games in a row. But let's just say if it did go down to the final days, they would have won fucking Brighton and they would have beat Brentford. Let's be honest. They wouldn't rest their players and stuff. I didn't think, because throughout the season they didn't really make put a run together where it was like more than 5 games, I don't think. And Arsenal, it just looked like the last minute goals, the off the crossbar hits, Martinez's head goes in from Jorginho. And you guys were just getting them last minute goals against Bournemouth, against United, and you're like, this is the thing for Arsenal. But then City just did what City done, and they've done the 3-peat. They're on for the treble now. United needed to stop them in the FA Cup, and obviously they got Inter in the final. And
I don't think Inter have got a chance.
Whatever. Let's hope Pep overthinks it again, and it happens what they did against Chelsea.
Yeah, he puts
and
Haaland in between the sticks or some shit,
Probably do well.
Yeah.
Probably will. Just one. You got the other side.
You got Edison up front, and this guy's fucking header.
He scored, isn't he? He's assisted a few this season, so up front, but linking up as a false 9, you never know. But Steve, I'm looking at the time. 5 minutes. We got relegation. Everton survived on the last day. For it, all the teams that got promoted this year survived. Is that a first or what?
It's got to be, because usually at least
it hasn't happened. At least one, yeah.
At least one of them always drops.
If it's Norwich, they're all going back down. Norwich is 100% every time going down. But Everton survived. I think the couple of games before, or one game before that, Forest got a result that kept them safe. West Ham against United, they got that point, which kept them up. Leeds, Leicester, Southampton, we already knew about, but Leeds, bro, and Leicester, especially Leicester, 7 years ago winning the league, FA Cup. Community Shield, and now, bro, from champions to championship.
Bro, I was telling you, this is the team that's for sale.
But you know what? I reckon they should have. We said at the start, or even last season, where they should have got rid of Rodgers. I don't know if it was a dressing room thing. They didn't rate him. The players were throwing him under the bus, and on top of it off, they didn't buy any. They bought that one player this season, the one that they scored the 2 own goals against Liverpool, the only signing, and Harry Sousa again, I think in January. But too late, bro.
No, there hasn't been real investment in Leicester for a long time, and for me, I look at that and I think we're trying to run this down into the ground, make as much money as we can and keep going. I honestly believe they're a team that should be for sale. Now, if I was a Leicester fan, I'll be pushing the owner to sell, because this owner is just going to, unfortunately, They're not looking to build a squad. They're not looking to anything. Your squad's aging. The only players that you do have that are worth something, Castagna, Tielemans and Maddison, and Tielemans is already gone. Vardy's aged. You've got no one left. So now
Vardy will stay. He's got to stay.
Vardy will finish there. But the problem is...
But you even said at the start, it was the problems at the start of the season when Schmeichel left. And you're like, where has he gone? To Nice?
Nice.
And I was like, there's issues here.
He's got the shits in. He already knew. Look, I believe that was what are we doing, guys? What's the plan? It's like, we're not getting anyone.
I'd rather go fucking French Riviera, kick back over there.
Mate.
Probably better weather.
Better chicks, better everything. You know what I mean, bro?
Leicester Birds. Shout out to the Leicester Birds, you know. But, yeah, man. Do you reckon they're back up next season?
Nope.
Season after?
I was asked that question. I go, I don't see Leicester coming back for 3 years, 4 years.
Interesting, man.
They have to have a new...
They need to splash the cash at least. Parachute payments.
It needs to be a new owner, and then we'll talk. But under this ownership, this tenure, no way.
Leeds, they went from fucking Bielsa to this fucking American to Big Sam. He even tried to bribe the ref the other day, the fourth official. Trying to give him a $5, but Big Sam doesn't keep him up. And they on the final day, at least you could put in a fight against Spurs. You know, you lose 4-1 at home on the final day again.
Against Spurs.
But you know what? All right, you lose the game, but put in a fight. It was 4-1 at home. You couldn't get up for that one. Are they coming back up, Steve, do you reckon?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Southampton then?
Southampton, and this is the thing.
Walcott's gone.
I reckon.
Where's Wally Walcott going? A-League. Should bring him down here.
Yeah, I reckon. Hey.
Could jump on a pod.
I've got a feel.
Western Sydney Wanderers.
I've got this bad feeling that Southampton are going to be back up. I just got this bad. My gut's telling me that they're going to be back up again because I've seen things from Southampton this season. I know it's not great.
They usually got a good recruitment because obviously everyone buys their players. Liverpool done it so many years.
They've always had decent squad players, and I think sometimes throughout the season they've been unlucky with some results. And I've looked the way they've played, and I've said, look, they can really put something together.
Some good players there, yeah.
When I've seen Leeds and Leicester are hit and miss. Leeds go forward, can't go back. Whether Southampton, when they turn on, they can be a very hard team to break. And I think next season they're gonna crunch. The only thing is James Ward-Prowse. Where is he going? Is he staying? Is he gonna?
We'll talk about him in the transfer shows, guys. But look, in a nutshell, that was the season. It is what it is. Maybe a one not to remember, especially if we lose this FA Cup. I'll probably be deleting the channel because it might be in double figures. It might be a bloody State of Origin scoreline, Steve.
See you later.
But look, guys, again, thanks for all the support this season, especially during the World Cup. Everyone that stuck around during the World Cup and all the new subscribers that have come across. I think after we hit 4K at the end of last season and then just over 5 now. So in the space of 4 or 5 months, we've got another K in there. So hopefully the channel keeps growing, guys. And make sure you go over to the Aussie Gooner channel. It'll get him sticking around for one more season. They're in the Champions League. He's got to stick around. But make sure you go over to his channel, guys. Give it a subscribe. It is free. Unless he decides to charge you on the sly. But you never know with his Arsenal.
It's all love, love, love. It's all love.
That's it. Drop in your super chats. Drop in your $50 super chats. So I can buy Steve another golden bottle. Is yours gold, guys? Is your gold? Their trophy might be. Their bottle also is, yeah? Guys, like always, like, share, and subscribe from the Aussie Gooner. From me, it's Uru, guys. It's fucking Uru. Take it easy.